Just putting those two names together can jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Russell. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. It's Jacobs. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Breaks the tackle. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, Will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Russell. Got his man quickly. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. But jet sweep pass. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They've got the screen set up. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Makes the grab. Going for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown time.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Parker. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Motion from the wideout. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab, it's Anderson. Lowers those pads. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Turning it on! Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. The screen, he can go. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
Back to pass on 2nd down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Trying to burn this defensive back. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Here's the handoff. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for Gomez. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
He'll keep it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, and it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. The option look. And the ball is free on the pitch. And the fumble trickles out of bounds, and a big loss on that play. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Unloads quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Alabama.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. To the air. It's St. Clair. Snagged out of the air. And he'll be brought down.
When you play zone coverage, when you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Watkins. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his protection.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28 and running. Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality and the ground game.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical 3rd down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. This is now a 7-point game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The sure hands, it's Williams. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Hard running there. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Nice move there. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1 yard line. What a run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. From the shotgun, the inside give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. They took it 64 yards right down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Ballmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college.
It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Defense in press coverage. On the move. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to it. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy.
Touchdown, Alabama! Excellent pass by the back on the option. The The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Way to make a split-second decision by that quarterback. He sees the defender commit. Boom. Pitch the ball. Not only pitch the ball, on target, so now the running back can catch it. He didn't have to reach behind him. He didn't have to reach in front of him. Caught it. He did the rest. Turned on the Jets. Got to the house.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring in 3rd.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jaw. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal when you have to lay out and you have to reach that football. You could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble, gets the stop on 4th down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Wants to throw. It's Russell. Flips it out on the screen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Johnson looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
The screen, and watch out! They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
LSU 3.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. Find some fresh air. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The give to the single back. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And the Tigers are flying down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, it's St. Clair. Grabbed behind the line. It's Durham. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him, then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Green. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Wide open spaces. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Football is very easy when the offensive line does their job like that. I mean, look at those holes, back able to make a cut, first down.
LSU lining up first and goal. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown LSU! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gets them a little closer at 31-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 13 over Troy. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
The hand to the running back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna run it. It's Young. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Alabama comes to the line on third and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And Nice job by the defense. Understanding second and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the third down and short.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Now on the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown time! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Using his legs, it's Durham. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. Johnson wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
The give to the back. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grab near the marker. It's Watkins. On the move at the 30. Open field on the right. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops.
Will take over. First and 10.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense.
Military stun.
Snags it quickly on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Looking for a crease. It's Durham. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
a huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words to describe defensive linemen.
Really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.